Hello lovely people, I'm Nekromantenhase and I'm intrigued by this new visual novel. Well, it's new for me, but then again I am new to the world of visual novels in general. As you can see, it's called Rhyme or Reason, and the reason I am intrigued is, as you will soon see, this visual novel has quite a different art style than you would normally see, meaning it's not really anime-ish. Not that I have anything against anime, I mean, I like it as much as the next guy, but I'm always drawn to the things that are a bit different. Or in short, I just like weird things, so if something tries something different in any shape or form, it's probably going to have a few plus points with me. Without further ado, as you can see, this is a music-based game. All kinds of singing in this game I will not attempt to recreate, because believe me, it's better that way. But in any case, let's start. Let's see how it goes. I was feeling rather blue. Had nothing to look forward to. When I told my best friend so, she said, "Pack your things and go." Wait, that's from Hit the Road Jack. Or is it from Tainted Love? I'm a terrible songwriter, but Karen is a wonderful friend. I told her I had a week off from work and that I would probably be spending it at home, sulking. And she just said, "Come on over." Like that. She had only one warning to make. In winter, this place hibernates. I told her town was a butterfly waiting for summer to flutter her glittery wings. She told me my poetry sucked. My family didn't beat an eyelash over me suddenly deciding to go stay with a friend I've never met in person, but they all agreed on one thing. You're going to Silvershore in winter? You'll be bored out of your mind. From the windows of my bus I see the souvenir shops, the ice cream parlors, their lights off, their shutters down, closed. Many of the houses are vacant too, big signs loudly acclaiming they are for rent. Karen's family owns a cafe. They have lived in Silvershore all of their life, and so their cafe is popular with the locals. And it's my stop. It should be around this corner. Bam! A very tall guy carrying a guitar case shoves me out of his way. Hey! He doesn't even look over his shoulder, he just storms off. Somebody grabs my arm. That's a guitar case you're carrying. Yeah? She leans closer to me, a smile on the corner of her lips. And you're carrying a guitar inside. Normally I would make a joke about, no, it's just the perfect size for my machine gun. But I really want to know what's up with her. Indeed. She leans even closer, definitely smiling now. An electric guitar? No, a folk guitar. She huffs and I seem to have lost whatever attraction I had for her. Whatever. She looks past me. I think she's trying to see if she can still catch the tall guy from earlier. The guy with the guitar case turned left on that corner, I think. Screw him, I just kicked him out of the band. She smiles in my direction again, but this one is less flirty and probably more sincere. Thought I lucked out and got myself a replacement already. Well, maybe if you find me an electric guitar, I could try to play it. She whips out her index finger, pointing between my eyes. I'd be more worried if it were a gun, but it's apparently a serious enough business for her. Do you want to try out for my band? But I'll be here just for 1 week. And I need a guitar player for a gig this Friday. You're an in a pinch, huh? A rock star's life is not an easy life. So? Will you try out for my band? What's the band's name? The Burnt Bridges. And yours? Nancy. I'm Rhyme. Nice to meet you, Rhyme. Then she nods at my suitcase like it's only worth it. Like only now it's worth a notice. So, where are you staying? With a friend. We have never met offline yet. Oh, you should have come in summer. She could show you around. Yeah, but that's where she's most busy. Her family owns a cafe. Which one? I live here, I might know of it. It's called the Mermaid... The Merman's Tail? Her face lights up. I'm happy I don't have to disappoint her this time. Merman's Tail, yes. Awesome. Do you think you could introduce us? Again, the glint on her eyes. You want to book a gig there too? She looks a little embarrassed, but not overtly so. It's the only way to get ahead. We have to play and play and play in any and all avenues available. First you've got to get a guitarist, don't you? Ha, but I already have. You haven't even heard me play. Give me your hand. I give her my hand and she touches my fingertips. Your fingers are calloused. You practice often. You'll do. I try to take my hand back, but she holds it firmly in hers. Then she whips out a marker and writes on my palm. My number. Call me tomorrow and we'll see about your rehearsing, huh? Sure. Personal space! Personal space! She winks at me, then walks away. I've been on Silver Shore all of 15 minutes and I might have made a friend already. And here I am. Although Karen and I have discussed the silliest, most ridiculous and embarrassing moments of our lives in great detail, this is the first time standing in front of each other. I tentatively pat her shoulder. She grins and hugs me tightly. You smell like toothpaste. You smell like those pine-shaped deodorants they hang in cars. We smile. Come on, let's go upstairs so you can unpack. My room is tiny, but neat. I know, it's more like a shoebox than a room, but I'm not planning on keeping you locked in here anyway. I thought maybe I could help around, you know, at the cafe. No, I didn't bring you here to work. Who do you take me for? I will have to work my shift, though. But we'll find you something to do. I show her the palm of my hand. Maybe I found something already. You animal! She's just pretending to be scandalized, but I still feel flustered. I didn't mean it like that. It's a strictly artistical liaison. I turn around and start unpacking. Her name is Nancy. Her band has a gig on Friday. She just lost her guitar player. And then she found you. I've never played in front of an audience, though. It must be exciting. Karen fishes out one of my notebooks from out of the depths of my suitcase and Karen fishes out one of my notebooks from out of the depths of my suitcase and starts flipping the pages. Do you think you can convince him to play one of your songs? I hadn't thought of that at all. I don't know. I don't know if she'd like them. She seemed to like you, so I'd say her taste seems pretty questionable so far. She might love them. I throw my spare socks at her. She considers that her cue to leave me alone to unpack, but I can hear her laughter as she goes down the stairs. There's not a lot to unpack, and there's not a lot of space for unpacking either. Soon I find myself lying on my back, staring at the palm of my hand. I write a short text to Nancy. I stare at the screen of my cell phone for a couple of minutes, waiting for an answer, but soon the long bus ride takes a toll on me, and I fall asleep. Morning, Rhyme. Morning? Well, yeah, it's 11 o'clock. It's closer to noon than morning, I guess. Wow, I overslept. Hey, take it easy. You're on vacation. Karen! I'm not, though. And with that, she disappears downstairs. After washing myself and putting on some clean clothes, I follow. There! There, see? Nancy points at me like she spent 3 months on a boat and I'm an island. I told you I knew a friend of the owner's. Hi? Hi! The waitress walks off. There's something about her expression I wish I could decipher. So, good morning. Are you ready for stardom yet? I blink at her. Are you ready to try out for my band? Yes, sure. I'm not a morning person. And have you solved our little problem? I bite my lip. I wonder what our little problem was. Your guitar. We need to get you a real guitar. My folk guitar is quite real, but I guess it doesn't count. I rub my eyes with the back of my hand. Yeah, let's try to get a guitar. Let's try and get you some coffee too, huh? You're not quite keeping up with me. Well, we could get coffee. We are in a cafe. Yes, we are. Waitress! It's Karen who shows up, and I see 100 questions behind her smile. Karen, this is Nancy. Oh, you're Karen. So nice to meet you. Rhyme said great things about you. Did I? Great things about me? Like what? Like your family owns the place, which is basically all I needed to hear. They both laugh. So, how do you feel about supporting local indie bands? I can't recommend you to my parents if I haven't even heard you yet. Makes perfect sense. May I invite you to our next concert? You may. Okay, but will you come? Okay, I will. They seem to have hit it off passably well. So, you have heard Rhyme play before, I suppose? I have. Rhyme's uploaded a couple of videos online and then quickly deleted them. What did you think about it? I thought Rhyme was being needlessly shy. No, I mean about the music. It's sweet. Sometimes it's very sad. Don't worry, Rhyme will be playing with the Burnt Bridges now. You'll love it. If we can find a guitar. Yeah. We've got to find you... Yeah, we've got to find you a guitar first. Hey Karen, are you friends with any musicians? With musicians you could borrow a guitar from? I know someone who works in a music shop. They sell instruments. Close enough. Tell us where to find a store. She makes it sound like it's a treasure hunt. Karen writes the address on a piece of paper, and Nancy swears she can totally find the place. Just like that, we're off. I like your friend. She seems so warm. Her family seems to own such a convenient venue. That too. Well, she's sincere. Now let's see how big a discount we can get off your guitar from this nice person at the instrument shop. Shouldn't we wait to meet him first? Don't worry, he'll help us. I wouldn't count on it just yet. Are you shocked because I'm always asking things of people? No? We're social beings. We're not meant to be alone, to get ahead alone. At heart, we all know this. I would never take something that's not offered to me. Nancy stops on her tracks and holds out her hand. I hold it, a bit unsure. It never hurts to ask for what you want. She grabs it with a grin and starts walking again, swinging her arm. We look like little children walking like this. And most people are nice. Most people want you to succeed. We walk a bit, swinging our arms before we just stop holding hands, but by that time, I'm convinced. It's not that I want her to succeed, it's that I know she will. The poor guy at the instrument store will never know what hit him. The guy at the counter states an impossible price. I can't afford that. I'm sorry, but I can't sell it for less. Nancy bats her eyelashes. Kitty from the Merman's Tail recommended this place to us. Her name is Karen. Karen, how nice of her to recommend us. So, since we're all friends, can we get a discount on that guitar? Sorry, no. Please? No. Nancy pouts, then tries a new tactic. Could we borrow it, maybe? No. Nancy leans on the counter and smiles. Could we rent it? The guy at the counter seems impervious to her charm. No. She turns her charms on me. So, you have your folk guitar, supposed to give it to him as... I will not accept a guitar as part of the payment. This is not a pawn shop. This is not a rental shop. This is the old-fashioned kind of shop where you pay for your purchases with money. Credit cards are fine too. Nancy bites down her lip. I think I know what she's thinking. Most people are nice. Nice people want you to succeed. This guy is not nice. There is a pause, a stalemate. Nobody moves, nobody says anything. It's weird how people can be quiet and still in completely different ways. The guy at the counter seems like he's made of marble, quiet, still, willing to wait forever. Nancy looks like she's a lightning rod, quiet, still. She'd fry you with electricity if you touched her. The bell hanging above the door rings as the door opens and a customer walks in. Hello, I would like to buy some strings. Nancy's electricity powers a smile. Are you in a band? Oh no. He smiles modestly. I'd like to be though. Do you want to be in mine? We have a gig in a week and we just lost our lead guitar. Really? Where are you playing? We're playing at Horrible Dancers. I don't know if you... Yes, I've been there. What kind of music do you play? Nancy and the guitarist strike up a conversation, their voices animated, their eyes bright as they laugh and banter. I stand here, forgotten. Not by everyone, though. The guy at the counter doesn't even bother to hide his smile. I thought my expression was one of polite interest, but apparently it's one of utter dismay. Funny how my face matches my feelings. This is the kind of situation that sparked a disaster back home. A moment when I'm either going to try too hard or give up. No middle ground. I know it. I've been there before. I try to make my face impassive, but I know it's not working because he keeps staring and smiling. I swear it's like he's feeding off my despair. I have to stop this. Stop laughing at me, or desperate times take for best desperate measures. I'm just going to take this second option, because I like to be feisty. I place my wallet on the counter. Here's my debit card, here's my ID, I'm going to leave them right here. The guy on the counter leans in. He's more than ready to conspire with me. Tell me, what's your name? Peter. When does the store close? 8 p.m. Let me borrow your cheapest guitar, just for today. If I'm not back with it by 8, you charge me full price for the guitar, as you should. The guy at the counter, Peter, nods. A fighter, eh? When I must. He grabs my wallet and points at the blue guitar by the corner. Go get her, Tiger. I hold it. It's not the weight I'm used to, and it won't sound the same, but how different can it be? Hey, Nancy. I made a deal with Peter here. He's letting me use this guitar for the tryout. Nancy hooks one of her arms with mine. I don't think I like Nancy. Wonderful. Didn't I tell you? Nice people want you to succeed. Nancy, the other guy, and me leave the store, all smiles. Peter and my wallet stay behind. Have you seen that movie? The one with the Karate Kid? Karate Kid plays guitar and he has to duke it out with the devil with the power of rock? That sounds like an interesting movie. Can you remember it? Forget it then, this was nothing like that. Well, for starters, I have nothing in common with the Karate Kid, and the guitarist, his name turns out to be Brian, is certainly not the devil. He seems to be an okay, likable guy. So, although I entered this place ready for a musical showdown, I didn't feel cheated or let down when he turned out to be better than me. Welcome to the Burnt Bridges, Brian. Thanks, this will be fun. By the way, I somehow thought that before it was this guy who talked, and in reality it was Rhyme, so sorry about that. Like, Rhyme lost against him, to make that clear. I guess I'll be in the audience after all. Hey, we could have 2 guitars. Nah, I need to practice with this one. I'm more comfortable with my own guitar. I'd like to hear you play anyway. It's... my style is different. I write my own songs, actually. I guessed as much. Your name is too artsy for you not to be some kind of writer. Oh. I didn't think it was that obvious. Lucas, Nancy's brother, is the band's drummer, and he quickly becomes my favorite person when he brings chips and orange juice. I thought they would start playing their instruments immediately, but they all just start talking about music. I'm happy to join in. We quickly eat all the chips. Maybe you should go buy something else to eat? I saw a grocery on the way. We could get some cookies, maybe? The grocery is closed by this time, but there's a supermarket that's open all night, like 3 blocks from here. What time is it? 8:05. Damn! I give everyone the most cursory of goodbyes and then run away. I literally sprint the streets, I literally sprint through the streets, guitar tucked under my arm. When I get to the store, it's almost 8:30. The closed sign seems to mock me. Just my luck. I've just wasted my savings on a guitar I don't need and can't play. That night, Karen and I stay awake watching episode after episode of a show about chefs that visit restaurants and scream all the time. We have breakfast and I drink 2 cups of coffee. Karen is chipper and bright, but although I'm happy enough, I feel like roadkill. So when Karen goes downstairs to work, I excuse myself and fall into the clutches of my comfy sofa. This seems like a good place to stop because unlike Hardbaked, this doesn't have chapters as far as I can tell. So yeah, these have been the first 2 days of Rhyme or Reason. Please let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you have feedback for my voice acting, please let me know. If you like the video, then like it. As I said, I'm really happy about feedback. I hope it's not too cringy to listen to. I'm trying to keep the voice acting natural because this visual novel is not this cartoony like Hardbaked is. And yeah, in any case, thank you for your attention and see you next time.